A hollow Christmas. Snow fell early that year, cold, sharp, and empty. It didn't feel like Christmas. It just felt like winter's punishment. The kind of snow that makes silence heavy, that turns laughter into breath clouds and joy into something you only see in old movies. Jacob sat on the satin couch, the one his ex left behind when she moved to Portland. The TV was on but muted, glowing with commercials of happy families in matching pajamas, wrapping gifts under trees that sparkled with a kind of fake magic he couldn't afford. He'd been laid off 3 weeks before Thanksgiving. 10 years on the assembly line, gone with one email that started with "due to restructuring." They handed him a small box and a bigger silence. The factory whistle that used to signal lunch breaks and shifts now echoed across an empty lot. Everywhere he went, he saw the same hollow faces. The grocery store clerks, the warehouse guys, even the mail carrier. They'd all been hit too. The town was drying up, and Christmas just made it harder to ignore. Jacob used to love buying gifts. He'd spend hours finding just the right thing for his little sister, Emily, or for his mom, who always cried when she opened anything handmade. But this year there would be no gifts. Not a one. Power bill was due. Rent was overdue. The little savings he had went to canned soup, gas, and cigarettes he swore he'd quit but hadn't. He'd wrapped himself in excuses the same way the wind wrapped the old maple outside in frost. Phone buzzed group chat. Family Christmas dinner. He didn't even open it, just stared at the notification until it faded away. A week later, Emily called. "Jacob, are you coming for Christmas Eve? Mom really wants you here." He almost said yes. He almost lied, but the truth slipped out and said, "I can't, Em. I don't got the gas money, and I ain't got nothing to bring." "You don't have to bring anything," she said softly. "Just come." He saw it. You know how Mom gets. She'll ask if I'm eating right. She'll look at me like I'm still her little boy who used to make paper snowflakes. "I can't do it this year." There was a long pause. "Okay," Emily said. "I'll tell her you're working." He wanted to thank her for the lie, but all he could manage was, "Merry Christmas, Em." When Christmas Eve came, Jacob sat alone. The only light came from the flicker of a dying candle on the coffee table. He'd found an old box of decorations in the closet, broken bulbs, tangled lace, and a single ornament that read 2020, the year we survived. He laughed, then cried, because it felt like they hadn't really survived at all. The snow kept falling, thicker now. Outside, someone's radio played "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas," a kind of song that made the world sound warm even when it wasn't. Jacob poured himself the last of the cheap whiskey, held it up to the window like a toast. To nobody. To nothing. He thought of all the people he used to know, his coworkers, his friends, his family, and how Christmas used to mean something. But now, it was just another day that cost too much to celebrate. When midnight came, he turned off the candle, lay back on the couch, and listened to the hum of the refrigerator. It was the only sound left. Outside, the snow buried everything out of his car's memories. The world was white and still, like a clean sheet laid over something gone. And Jacob whispered to the dark, "Merry Christmas, anyway." Then he closed his eyes, and the night swallowed the sound.